Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone had a great Christmas.
Because I know we did.
We did, yes. We're here with our good friend Matt. He's the co-founder of Zeldathon. Zeldathon is a online streaming game website that raises money for diabetes.
And I think that's it's actually a really good cause. I'm actually glad we're doing this because diabetes runs in my family. My mom has it, so I'd like to find a cure sooner than later.
Exactly. So what we did was we prepared some questions for Matt, and we'll have him answer them. So here we go.
All right, first question. How did all you guys meet?
Well, mostly our team met through school. It started out with me, Zach, and Mike, the main three members of the team. And basically, me and Zach said, hey, why don't we do a Zelda marathon? Because that's fun. We'll do it for charity. And we did it. It wasn't that great, but in reality, we enjoyed it. And we went on and did it again. And we said, hey, to all our friends, you want to come over and hang out in a basement and play Zelda for like 3 days? And they basically said, okay. And basically that formed the team.
Next, why did you choose to raise money for diabetes?
Well, personally, both my dad and grandpa had diabetes, and they both eventually passed away from it, all the problems that they had. And I've just noticed lately that it seems to be spreading very bad through, kids and, everyone. It's not, it's just widespreading like crazy, and I don't think that we should allow that to go any further. So Zeldathon's going to make our attempt to help put a little bit of a stop in that.
Why did you pick Zelda as a theme for the marathon?
Well, put simply, Zelda is amazing. It is my favorite video game series. It has a ton of fans, games for pretty much everyone. Even if you're not a huge fan like Twilight Princess, there's still Ocarina of Time. If you're not a fan of Ocarina of Time, there's still Link's Awakening, stuff like that. And in reality, it's just a great game, and it's a lot of fun to look at and watch and have people come and see what's going on.
What is your earliest memory of playing Zelda?
My earliest memory playing Zelda was back when I was little. I don't remember how old, but I would always steal my sister's Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and her Link's Awakening copy, and play it all night long on top of my bunk bed with like one of those little twisty lights, and it was awesome, and I loved that game. And then later I got Ocarina of Time, and that pretty much started me from there, and now I feel like I'm the Zelda master. I've beat all the CDI games, even though they suck, but I beat them all.
What's your favorite Zelda game?
It's a hard one to choose, but if I was forced to pick, like in this interview, I would have to say Wind Waker, because it's widely underrated. The graphics are amazing compared, people say it's too cartoony, and in reality, it's awesome in the way it is. It's not just a cartoon. And I love it, personally. The story is great, and Ganondorf is awesome in that, and it's just an awesome game. You can't compare it to the rest just because of how amazing it is.
Are you looking forward to Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time 3DS?
Of course. I'll be picking up Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time 3DS on launch day, and I'll definitely be using them for our future Zeldathons, because how can you not? And Skyward Sword looks great with the motion controls, and I love the art style. It's like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess mashed up into something amazing. And Ocarina of Time, it's the best game of all time. I like Wind Waker more, but Ocarina of Time I do say is the best game of all time. And, I can't wait to see Ocarina of Time in full 3D. It's going to be awesome.
Do you have any favorite memories or funny stories from past marathons?
Actually, yes. Back inside our last Zeldathon in summer, we had one of our team members, Randy. The audience donated $1,000 for him to dance in a skirt to Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. And, well, the audience pulled it off, and we did it. And, well, he did it, and it was awesome. It's on YouTube. It has lots of views, and it basically became, the iconic, climax of Zeldathon that last time. But, this next marathon that we're doing, I definitely want to go above and beyond just some Lady Gaga and some skirts, because, well, that's cool and all, I think we can do a lot better. And another story I have from, it was our first marathon. I basically said, hey, Zach, you want to come over and play Zelda for 3 days for charity? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he came over, and we were inside an extremely cramped, small room for 3 days with 2 overheating computers. It was terrible and horrible, but Zach is such an awesome friend of mine, and he he came back despite, for the next Zeldathon and this one. Of course, we've grown and we're no longer in a cramped room with two overheating computers, but, it's definitely amazing that he is a friend and he wants to help the world too. So he's here.
What's the hardest thing about running a marathon?
Getting sponsors. Oh my gosh, it's such a huge ordeal because you gotta email someone. Sometimes they don't email back. Sometimes they do, and then you reply, and then they don't reply to your reply, and it's just a constant battle of trying to get them to respond and help you out. And I love every one of our sponsors and anyone who's even considered being a sponsor because they're just amazing for doing that. But, it's just absolutely horrible. You feel like such a jerk sometimes when you're emailing someone saying, hey, you didn't respond. Are you still going to help us? And you kind of feel like a jerk, but in reality, it's all for a good. And we got lots of awesome sponsors this time around, and it's going to be awesome.
Do you see yourselves ever doing a marathon of a different game?
Maybe. Well, lots of people requested a Kingdom Hearts marathon, and I said no because I'm not a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. But, that's cool and all that. I'm just not a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. But I would like to do a Mario or a Pokemon marathon in the future. But, we're the Zeldathon team, and right now, we're all about the Zelda. Maybe in the future, but right now, I just don't see it because we're all about the Zelda.
Where and when can people see your next Zeldathon?
Our next Zeldathon is Zeldathon for the American Diabetes Association. It is going to be live on December 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, and we are going to be playing through as many Zeldas as we can in a 5-day period. We're going to go all the way through New Year's Eve, so we're going to have definitely a big New Year's Eve party as we play through the games. And we have tons and tons of prizes to give away. Awesome stuff like StarCraft 2 Collector's Edition, Donkey Kong Jenga, a video games live CD signed by a whole bunch of awesome video game composers. And it's just absolutely amazing what we're going to be doing this time around. And it's all going to be at Zeldathon.net. Zeldathon.net is going to have everything: the chat, the donation widget, the actual thing, you have blog posts. You're going to have everything pretty much at Zeldathon.net. And that's December 27th at 4 p.m.
All right, thanks, Matt, for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem, Chris. I'm always here, and I'm a big fan of yours, and I hope that you show up to Zeldathon at least once, and we have a whole bunch of fun together. So, thank you.
And we are really looking forward to your next Zeldathon.
And if I have internet by then I'll be on the Zeldathon with you.
All right, thanks again. If you want to learn more about Matt and the Zeldathon, we have links down below to their channel. And remember, their Zeldathon stream starts tomorrow. Thanks again.